Life has a way of presenting us with choices and challenges that require us to step up and take responsibility for our actions. We often find ourselves looking to others for guidance, approval, or validation. However, it's crucial to understand that at the end of the day, the only person who can truly steer your ship is you. When you realize that nobody else is responsible for your happiness or your success, you empower yourself to take control of your life. There was a time in my life when I felt lost, constantly seeking affirmation from those around me. I remember a period when I was stuck in a job that drained my energy and passion. I looked to my friends and family, hoping they would tell me what to do, how to change my situation, or even push me to take a risk. But the truth was, no one could give me the answers I needed. I had to look inward and confront the uncomfortable reality. I was responsible for my own life. It was a hard lesson, but once I embraced it, everything changed. I began to take small steps to reclaim my power. I started by setting clear goals and making conscious choices that aligned with my values and aspirations. With every decision I made, I felt a growing sense of empowerment. I realized that while others might have opinions about my choices, ultimately, it was my life to live. As you navigate through life, you'll encounter various opinions, judgments, and distractions. It's easy to get caught up in what others think or feel. But I urge you to resist that temptation. Instead, turn your focus inward. Ask yourself, what do I want? What brings me joy? What steps can I take today to move closer to my goals? This shift in focus is liberating. It allows you to tune out the noise and concentrate on what truly matters to you. When you take responsibility for your life, you acknowledge your strengths and weaknesses, and you become your own advocate. You learn to celebrate your achievements and recognize that every setback is simply a lesson on the road to success. Moreover, embracing personal responsibility fosters resilience. Life will throw challenges your way, but when you own your journey, you develop the skills to face those obstacles head-on. You become adept at finding solutions and adapting to change. This adaptability is a powerful asset in both your personal and professional life. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Every small step you take toward owning your choices contributes to your growth. As you start focusing on your own life, you'll find that the opinions of others become less significant. You'll cultivate a sense of inner peace that comes from knowing you are in charge of your destiny. In conclusion, take a moment to reflect on your life. Are you letting the opinions of others dictate your choices? It's time to reclaim your power and focus on what truly matters. Your life is yours to shape, and the journey of personal responsibility will lead you to a more fulfilling and purposeful existence. So step up, own your journey, and remember nobody cares as much as you do about your life, so focus on it. When we talk about shifting our focus inward, we're discussing a fundamental transformation in how we view ourselves and our lives. So often we find ourselves seeking approval, validation, or even love from those around us. We look to friends, family, and even social media to define our worth and guide our decisions. But in doing so, we risk losing sight of who we truly are and what we genuinely want. It's time to change that narrative. Shifting your focus inward means prioritizing self-discovery and self-awareness. This journey isn't just about identifying your strengths or accomplishments, it's about understanding your desires, fears, and the motivations that drive you. It's about asking yourself tough questions. What do I truly value? What brings me joy? What dreams have I set aside because I was too busy seeking others' approval? I remember a time when I was caught in this cycle of seeking external validation. I would post achievements on social media, waiting for likes and comments to validate my efforts. But deep down, I felt empty. It was a moment of realization for me. I had been living my life for others instead of for myself. That's when I decided to take a step back and focus on what genuinely mattered to me. As I began to engage in self-reflection, I discovered passions I had neglected and dreams I had put on hold. I started journaling my thoughts and feelings, a practice that opened my eyes to my true self. It was liberating to express my emotions without the fear of judgment. Through this process, I learned to appreciate my unique journey and the lessons that came with it. This inward focus also encourages us to cultivate self-compassion. Often we are our harshest critics, quick to point out our flaws while overlooking our strengths. We must learn to treat ourselves with the same kindness we offer to others. When you practice self-compassion, you create a nurturing environment within yourself where growth can flourish. You'll find that you are more resilient in the face of challenges because you are no longer tethered to others' opinions. Additionally, looking inward allows you to recognize and break free from the expectations that society or others place upon you. We often feel pressure to follow certain paths, whether it's pursuing a specific career, conforming to societal standards of success, or living up to family expectations. By focusing on your own life, you can start to dismantle these barriers. You have the power to redefine success on your own terms. Consider this: when you're focused on fulfilling someone else's vision for your life, you miss out on the incredible potential that lies within you. You limit yourself by living a life that may not align with your true purpose. When you take the time to explore your interests, strengths, and aspirations, you uncover the unique contributions you can make to the world. Moreover, this inward journey fosters authenticity. When you start living life true to yourself, you attract genuine connections with others. The relationships you build from this place of authenticity are far more fulfilling than those based on pretense or approval seeking. You'll find that the people who resonate with your true self are the ones who genuinely care about you. So I urge you to take that time for introspection. Allow yourself to explore who you are without the influence of others. Set aside moments in your day to engage in activities that nourish your soul, whether it's meditating, hiking in nature, or simply sitting in silence with your thoughts. Use these moments to reconnect with your inner self and understand what drives you. In conclusion, focusing inward is a powerful shift that can transform your life. It empowers you to discover your true identity, fosters resilience, and leads to more authentic connections. Remember, your life is yours to live, and the journey of self-discovery will reveal the path to a more fulfilling existence. So embrace the power of looking inward and allow it to guide you on your journey. In life, one of the most significant steps we can take toward personal growth is letting go of toxic relationships. We often underestimate the impact that people around us have on our mental and emotional well-being. While we may cherish certain connections, it's essential to recognize when a relationship becomes a hindrance rather than a support. The reality is that not everyone in our lives has our best interests at heart, and it's okay to distance ourselves from those who drain our energy or stifle our growth. I want to share a personal experience that illustrates this point. There was a time when I had a close friend who always seemed to bring negativity into my life. At first I brushed it off, thinking that everyone has their struggles and that I should rush. But over time I began to notice how this friendship affected my mental state. Conversations became filled with complaints and criticisms, and I often found myself feeling drained after spending time together. I realized that this relationship was not only unfulfilling, but actively detrimental to my well-being. It can be challenging to make the decision to cut someone out of your life, especially if they've been a part of it for a long time. We often feel guilty or fearful of the fallout that may come from ending a relationship. However, it's crucial to prioritize your mental health and happiness. Remember, surrounding yourself with people who uplift and inspire you is essential to your growth. Toxic relationships can manifest in many ways, whether through constant negativity, manipulation, or lack of support for your goals. So how do we identify toxic relationships? First, consider how you feel after interacting with certain individuals. Do you feel energized and inspired, or do you leave feeling drained and disheartened? Pay attention to the patterns in these interactions. If someone consistently undermines your dreams or makes you feel less than your worth, it may be time to reevaluate that relationship. Next, set healthy boundaries. Letting go doesn't always mean cutting someone out of your life completely sometimes. It's about establishing boundaries that protect your energy. Communicate openly about your needs and feelings, and don't be afraid to assert what is acceptable in your relationships. This may mean limiting your time with certain individuals or being selective about the conversations you engage in. In addition to setting boundaries, remember that you have the right to choose who you allow into your life. This is not an act of selfishness, but rather an act of self-preservation. When you consciously decide to distance yourself from negativity, you create space for healthier, more supportive relationships. As you let go of toxic connections, you may find that new, positive relationships begin to emerge. Surrounding yourself with individuals who encourage and believe in you can make a world of difference. Seek out those who share your values, interests, and aspirations. These connections can provide the support and motivation you need to continue on your path to personal growth. Furthermore, letting go can lead to greater self-discovery. When you distance yourself from toxic influences, you create a clearer space for self-reflection. You may discover new aspects of yourself that you hadn't previously explored, allowing for personal growth and a deeper understanding of who you are. Remember, it's important to practice self-compassion during this process. Letting go of relationships can bring up feelings of guilt, sadness, or loneliness. Acknowledge these emotions, but don't let them hold you back. Understand that by removing toxic influences from your life, you are making room for positivity and growth. In conclusion, as you evaluate your relationships, take a moment to reflect on how they impact your life. Identify any toxic connections that may be holding you back and consider how you can distance yourself from them. Surrounding yourself with supportive, uplifting individuals is essential for your personal journey. Letting go is not easy, but it is often necessary for your growth and happiness. So take that brave step forward and choose the relationships that empower you to become the best version of yourself. Investing in your growth is one of the most powerful decisions you can make on your journey toward a more fulfilling life. Often we get caught up in the daily grind, working, taking care of responsibilities, and trying to meet everyone else's needs. In this hustle, we sometimes forget to prioritize our own development. But the truth is, you cannot pour from an empty cup. If you want to inspire others, lead, or achieve your dreams, you must first invest in yourself. Think of growth as an investment that pays dividends throughout your life. Just like a financial investment, the more effort you put in now, the greater the return later on. This investment can take many forms. It could be education, skill development, pursuing hobbies, or simply taking time for self-care. Each of these elements contributes to a more enriched, balanced life. Let me share a personal story. Early in my career, I found myself in a job that didn't challenge me. I was comfortable but unfulfilled. I realized that if I wanted to advance and find true satisfaction in my work, I had to invest in my skills and knowledge. So I took a step back and enrolled in courses that would enhance my abilities. I learned new techniques, explored different perspectives, and networked with people who inspired me. This decision was not just about advancing my career, it was about investing in my overall growth. The knowledge and experiences I gained opened new doors for me. I started to see opportunities I hadn't noticed before. It was a turning point that helped me recognize the importance of lifelong learning and self-improvement. Investing in your growth doesn't always require formal education. It could mean dedicating time to read books that inspire you, attending workshops, or simply engaging in meaningful conversations with people who challenge your thinking. So remember, knowledge is power. And the more you expose yourself to new ideas, the more equipped you become to tackle life's challenges. Additionally, consider the importance of nurturing your physical and emotional health as part of your growth investment. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and mindfulness practices can significantly impact your overall well-being. When you prioritize your health, you set a solid foundation for pursuing your dreams and facing obstacles with resilience. Another vital aspect of investing in your growth is the willingness to step out of your comfort zone. Growth often occurs in moments of discomfort. Take a moment to think about times when you felt stretched or challenged. Perhaps you took on a new project at work, tried a new hobby, or confronted a fear. Each of these experiences contributes to your growth and helps you discover strengths you didn't know you had. But let's not forget that investing in yourself also means setting aside time for self-care. This is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Create space in your life for rest and rejuvenation. Whether it's through meditation, spending time in nature, or engaging in activities that bring you joy, self-care is essential for maintaining balance and preventing burnout. Moreover, surround yourself with individuals who inspire you to grow. Seek out mentors, coaches, or friends who support your journey and challenge you to become the best version of yourself. Positive relationships are critical for motivation and encouragement. These connections can act as catalysts for your personal development, pushing you to take risks and embrace new opportunities. As you embark on this journey of investing in your growth, be patient with yourself. Growth is a gradual process, and it may come with setbacks along the way. Embrace the journey and recognize that each step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward a better, more fulfilled you. In conclusion, investing in your growth is an ongoing commitment that pays significant dividends in your personal and professional life. Make a conscious effort to prioritize your development, explore new opportunities, and nurture your well-being. By doing so, you empower yourself to create a life that is not only successful but also deeply fulfilling. So take that leap, invest in yourself, and watch how it transforms your journey. Embracing change is an essential part of personal growth, yet it's something many of us struggle with. Change can feel intimidating, overwhelming, or even frightening. We often find comfort in the familiar and resist stepping outside our comfort zones. However, the reality is that change is not only inevitable, but also necessary for our growth and development. It can be a catalyst for new beginnings, new opportunities, and new experiences. To illustrate this, let me share a story from my life. I once held a position that I thought was my dream job. I was comfortable, and I knew what to expect. However, as time went on, I realized I was no longer challenged or fulfilled. The thought of leaving that security felt terrifying. I was faced with a choice: stay in my comfort zone or embrace the unknown. Ultimately, I decided to take the leap and explore new opportunities. That decision led me to discover my true passions and strengths, and it transformed my life in ways I could never have anticipated. When we embrace change, we allow ourselves to grow. This process begins with a shift in perspective. Instead of viewing change as something to fear, start seeing it as an opportunity for growth and learning. Each time we face a new challenge, we gain valuable insights about ourselves and the world around us. We learn to adapt, to think critically, and to approach situations with creativity and resilience. It's important to recognize that change often requires us to let go of something, whether it's a job, a relationship, or a way of thinking. This letting go can be difficult, as it often involves facing our fears and uncertainties. However, it's in this space of uncertainty that we discover our true potential. When we relinquish control over what we know, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. Consider the natural world. Think of a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. This remarkable change doesn't happen overnight. It requires time, patience, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. The caterpillar must first undergo a period of introspection and metamorphosis, and only then does it emerge as a beautiful butterfly. In the same way, we must be willing to undergo our own transformations, recognizing that the process may be challenging but ultimately rewarding. As you navigate through change, remember that it's perfectly normal to feel apprehensive. Acknowledge your feelings and give yourself permission to experience the discomfort. But don't let fear paralyze you. Instead, take small steps toward embracing change. Start by setting small, achievable goals that push you just outside your comfort zone. Each small victory builds your confidence and prepares you for bigger changes down the road. Surround yourself with supportive individuals who encourage you to embrace change. Whether it's friends, family, or mentors, having a strong support system can make all the difference. Share your fears and aspirations with them, and allow them to provide guidance and encouragement as you take steps toward transformation. Additionally, practice self-compassion during this journey. Change can come with setbacks, and it's crucial to be kind to yourself during this process. Understand that growth is not linear. It has its ups and downs. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and remember that every step you take is part of your journey. You can also develop a growth mindset, which allows you to view challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. When faced with difficulties, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Shift your focus from the fear of failure to the excitement of potential growth. This mindset enables you to approach change with curiosity and resilience. In conclusion, embracing change is a vital part of personal growth. It can be uncomfortable, but it also opens the door to new opportunities and experiences. By shifting your perspective, taking small steps, surrounding yourself with support, and practicing self-compassion, you can navigate change with confidence. So let go of your fears, embrace the unknown, and allow yourself to transform into the person you are meant to be. Change is not something to be feared. It is the pathway to your growth and potential. Finding your passion is one of the most liberating and fulfilling journeys you can embark on in life. Yet many of us struggle with this quest, often feeling lost or uncertain about what truly ignites our enthusiasm. The truth is, discovering your passion is not a one-time event. It's a continuous process of exploration, experimentation, and self-discovery. It requires time and patience, but the rewards are immeasurable. Let's begin by understanding that passion doesn't always announce itself in grand gestures. Sometimes it emerges from the quiet moments of reflection. Take a moment to think about the activities that make you lose track of time. What are those things that light you up, where you feel most alive? This could be anything from painting, writing, cooking, mentoring others, or even engaging in community service. The key is to listen to yourself and pay attention to what resonates with you on a deeper level. I want to share a personal story to illustrate this point. Early in my career, I was unsure about my direction. I was working in a stable job, but deep down I felt unfulfilled. It wasn't until I took the time to explore my interests outside of work that I began to discover what truly excited me. I started volunteering at a local community center, teaching creative writing to young people. In that space, I found joy and purpose. I realized that sharing stories and empowering others through writing was where my passion lay. This experience taught me an invaluable lesson. Sometimes you have to step outside your routine to uncover your passion. It requires curiosity and a willingness to explore new avenues. Don't be afraid to try new things, even if they seem unrelated to your current career or life path. Take a class, join a club, or simply engage in activities that pique your interest. These experiences can reveal hidden talents and passions you never knew existed. As you explore your interests, remember that passion often develops through practice and commitment. It's not just about finding what you love, it's about nurturing that love. Dedicate time to hone your skills and deepen your understanding of your passion. Whether it's through classes, workshops, or self-study, investing in your growth in that area will enhance your enjoyment and fulfillment. It's also essential to let go of the pressure to find your passion immediately. Many people feel overwhelmed by the expectation that they should have it all figured out. Understand that it's okay to take your time. Life is a journey, and discovering your passion may require you to try different paths before finding the one that resonates. Embrace the uncertainty and allow yourself the freedom to explore without judgment. Another critical aspect of finding your passion is recognizing the role of values in this process. Your values serve as a compass, guiding you toward what is truly meaningful to you. Reflect on what matters most in your life. Is it creativity, helping others, adventure, or something else? Aligning your passion with your core values will bring a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose. As you begin to uncover your passions, don't hesitate to share them with others. Engaging with like-minded individuals who share similar interests can be incredibly motivating. Seek out communities, whether in person or online, that align with your passions. Surrounding yourself with people who inspire you and support your journey will help you stay motivated and energized. Finally, embrace the idea that your passions may evolve over time. As you grow and change, so will your interests. It's natural for your focus to shift as you gain new experiences and perspectives. Be open to these changes and don't be afraid to adapt. The pursuit of passion is not a destination, but a continuous journey of self-discovery.